Hi everyone, we are at 12:58 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. It's kind of a cloudy day here in North Winslow, PEI, but it's nice. The temperature's nice. There's a nice little breeze, and there's lots of interesting activity on the Kintyre Road today. And I know it's not the smartest thing to give your location away and just say whatever, but I have so many police cars that have driven by today and not stopped in, so it's just additional intimidation tactics, which I'm well aware of. I also was blessed with a little drive by from Craig's new girlfriend on her motorcycle. That was a joy. And yeah, so I'm sitting here and I got thinking, this isn't just about me, this is about all islanders and our rights. And so I've been having a coffee in my mug that I got from the union that I was told that I had to pay into for decades as an employee of the province of Prince Edward Island, Canada. The union that when I started with government, it was IUOE with medical records at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. And then when I got transferred into IT, I had to switch over into UPSI. So here's my UPSI. And yeah, I got this mug for spending a couple days advocating for members of IT shared services to be adequately compensated for the jobs that they do and provide them with fair wages for the jobs that they do, that individuals in the private sector are compensated very handsomely for. Yet public servants have to beg to be compensated. And I don't understand the logic in that, because it's your personal data. Why would you not want the best of the best looking after the integrity of your personal data? The data that in the electronic world, that's who you are. And in my case, I had no idea until I actually asked the question. So the fact that I have been privy to the knowledge of the various data tables and the mapping related and how to join those data tables together, because I was involved with the creation of taking the canned security reports that were purchased from Cerner and tweaking them with their assistance, with some security experts and a couple of old friends. Yeah, we just created new security audits that actually met the needs of the citizens of Prince Edward Island, as they are supposed to be protected under the FOIP Act, if I'm not mistaken. I might be, because I'm not a lawyer. I wasn't allowed to become one. Anyhow, I digress. So, IT was never recognized for one of their contributions during the pandemic. And I think that's sad. And I don't say that for myself, because I was very safe. I felt very safe, even though I was dealing with my ex-husband coming off of all of his medications that he had been on for 20 plus years. I was honored to be the acting data manager of CPHO. So that Connie was able to fill the position for the testing sites and the entry points. So it was because the only reason I fit into that role was because I was their business analyst prior to that. So it was a fairly easy transition, yet challenging in some aspects, because I had never connected the actual data with the various methods that it could be utilized to actually benefit Canadians. And I was very fortunate to be part of a couple of national groups during that time. out of Ottawa, the FAC committee. There was a congenital heart disease, I think, committee I might have been part of. Anyways, that's irrelevant. I just gained a tremendous respect for data and data integrity and open data and the backbone of that data being presented. And that's IT. And which brings me back to the union, because I have been working with the union since last April with Andrew Jacks, who is now on leave, and most recently with the executive director, Jason Rendell, along with UPSI's attorney, Jason Edwards, out of Pink Larkin in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I have had repeated meetings with these gentlemen with zero success. What happened after my most recent meeting with them in March was I was arrested under the Mental Health Act as ordered by Judge Gregory Can of the Supreme Court in Prince Edward Island, who was former legal partners with my uncle/godfather, David Hooley of Cox and Palmer. I honestly have no idea how all of this comes together, but there's no doubt in my mind that it does, because I can't make it up. I'm literally sitting on my front porch with various government organizations from the Canadian government driving by. I'm on a country road. Yes, it's a crossroads, but the extent of police officers, Coast Guard, fire departments have been by. Like, this is just silly. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here, and I'm alive and well. And I am receiving messages, although I have a hard time getting them sent. They get stuck in pending. And then my network goes down and I have to go in and unplug my modem and then reboot everything again. And that's usually after a Bell Alliant truck takes a little drive-by. So my question to those that might be viewing this, because the video that I shared this morning so far has 987, right? Can't make it up. I got the numbers. Somehow I'm now all of a sudden a digital creator on Facebook. I'm not sure how that happened, but whatever. I'm just trusting the universe at this point, because there's not one human being that I can trust. How sad is that? Anyways, I would like to throw open for discussion. What are our union dues actually paying for? Because I paid in the tens of thousands of dollars over the course of my 24-year career in government. I got a mug. Thanks, UPSI. Next.